Sorry about that. It's Friday night. It's a 2-for-1. What I was basically saying, you guys, is that tonight, after this stream is over, please stick around because we will be having Matt Beyer join me at 7:30 p.m. Central Time to do a marriage boot camp behind the scenes, because marriage boot camp airs on WeTV on Friday nights. So we're going to talk about everything he experienced when he was on the show and everything that went down. It's gonna be delicious. We're gonna talk about Brandi Glanville and Amber Portwood and Jim Jones and Chrissy and Renee. I can't pronounce her last name. And all the realness that happens at Marriage Boot Camp and what is different from what airs and all of that. Now, this season of Marriage Boot Camp is freaking amazing because Aaron Carter is on it along with Corey Feldman. It's like a child star extravaganza. But before we go there, we're going to talk about a reality train wreck reject party that happened in Vegas last night. I'm not even joking. Last night, Farrah Abraham, Jen Harley, yeah, that's right, Jen Harley of Ronnie Magro or Ortiz Magro train wreck relationship, and Larissa Lima from 90 Day Fiancé were literally all in the same room at a strip club eating pizza and making it rain. You cannot make this SHIT up, you guys. When I started seeing photos on Instagram, I was like, hell no. They are not in the same room together. How are these women in the same room together? This is impossibly not true. But, oh, there it is. There's Jen Harley making it rain. And there's Jen Harley and Larissa. And look there's the Motley Crew. You know what? When I saw this photo, now this is on Jen Harley's Instagram. Jen Harley is in the middle of something really crazy right now. Her ex-boyfriend Ronnie was literally just arrested 2 weeks ago on charges of domestic battery or domestic violence. He was actually charged with kidnapping. He hasn't actually been he was arrested on kidnapping, but he hasn't even been formally charged with anything. Weird. But she was in Vegas, like no cares in the world. Now, in fairness, this is where she lives. But what struck me as like interesting was she's really short. I had no idea how tiny she is. Like, she's itty bitty. I don't even know how tall that is. But I know people that know Farrah call Farrah heels tall, so I don't know what that means. Is that like she's 5'7", 5'8" with heels? I don't know. But Jen had like heels on and she was still super short. So I was like, dude, is she like 4'11"? Is she like Snooki size? Is she like a mini meatball? Or is she like more like a small size meatball? Anyways, there's Farrah. There they are drinking. She's gonna be what I want to be, apparently, is what she had to say. There's the three of them, and this is what I'm talking about. Like, look at how tiny Jen is. I just want to put her in my pocket. Run off. She looks like she's itty. And Larissa, I mean, of all of these women, I will say that Jen and Larissa look stunning. I'm not quite sure what Farrah is wearing. I'm sort of lost, to be honest. But Jen's dress is phenomenal. Larissa looks smashing. Larissa's actually been on quite the weight loss journey. And if you're not familiar with Larissa, she is from 90 Day Fiancé. She has now divorced her husband, Colte, and she was famously arrested for three separate times for domestic violence. She and Jen Harley seem to have a lot of common because Jen Harley's also been arrested multiple times for domestic violence. Farrah has not. So Farrah is the odd woman out there. There they are dancing. There they are again. Getting all kissy face. And making it rain. I want to be inside this club, you guys. I want to be inside this club and I want to know like what they're talking about. Were Jen Harley and like Larissa talking about like their backgrounds? Was like Farrah even interested in who these women were? And when three separate women who are both like always on social media and seem to be all three of them kind of egomaniacs, whose ego was the biggest? Like, who was the prettiest? Who was the most phenomenal? Because they're always the best. All three of these women are always the best, right? So who's the really big best? And they ate pizza, which is really weird. Like, they had a seductive part of the night where they like chewed on pizza and were like dropping it in their mouth. It was really odd. I was like, what are they doing? This is bizarre. I can't even describe to you how bizarre this is. So I'm going to have to show you a photo because what's this? Why are they eating pizza like that? And more than anything is I notice is how plumped up and fake Farrah's lips are. I feel bad for those lips. They look like they hurt. Nothing against any of you that get a little nip, tuck, plump, filler. Those are just stretched to the limit. But what's with eating pizza seductively? Like nothing is, and Larissa looks bored there. But Farrah's like definitely trying to look sexy and vamping it up. I'm confused. Is anyone else like, when they see these kinds of things, like I feel bad for the pizza. I feel like the pizza was getting like accosted. Nobody wins when you eat pizza like you're having sex with it. Some pizza is as good as sex. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. So it's a strip club that they were at, the 10th anniversary. It's called Crazy Horse in Vegas. There was a bunch of strippers there. It was like a big celebration. It looks like everyone had fun. But yeah, these are the kind of parties they get invited to and are the opening acts. Like, what kind of strip club is it when your opening acts are like Farrah Abraham, Larissa Lima, and Jen Harley? And if I were Jen Harley, just a tip, and I had what was going on in my life going on, the last thing I would be like drinking at a bar with a bunch of reality show rejects like Larissa and Farrah. I'd be at home with my baby, trying to like put together my life. But I understand a girl's got to work. So that's probably just me being snarky and being rude. You can hate me all day for that. I don't even care. But I definitely would love to have been a fly on the wall to see what this would have been like. Do you think they were like talking about 90 Day Fiance? Do you think they were talking about their reality shows that they're on? Do you think they were like putting together like a master plan to have like their own reality show, all three of them together? Now that would be something. I might watch that actually. The three of those women in the same room. Can you imagine how many arguments would get on? You know that they could probably get along for like at least 10 minutes, but after that, once the camera, like once all the like pizza and the making it rain and like camera ops are over, you gotta believe that those girls would be like all like trying to steal the spotlight or trying to get more airtime or, and is anyone really more of a camera like whore than Farrah? I feel like Farrah would be the one that would try to get everything. I mean, Farrah is like the queen of self-promotion. I don't know. I just thought this was odd. I thought it was a weird group of women. And I thought it was a funny group of women because it's all three women that I cover on this channel at the same strip club opening together. It was like a present in my inbox this morning. I want to know what your thoughts are. Do you think it's weird that they were there? Do you think they were fighting for the camera? Do you think they were fighting for attention? Do you think they really got along? Do you think Jen Harley and Larissa were like swapping DV stories? That's not even funny, but I think that's like what they have in common, sadly. All right, you guys, please make sure that you come back here at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight for Matt Byers' exclusive interview with me about marriage boot camp behind the scenes. Be back then. Bye, guys.